Hi, everyone. I think it's Sam, you know already, but I prefer you call me Mr. Okunku. There's a reason to that. Okay, so today we want to look at a new concept in the basic tech world. And we want to look at understanding Microsoft Access. So we want to talk about understanding Microsoft Access. We're looking at how to create a database. We just look peripherically some things about the database. And this video is going to be useful for beginners. We're going to move in from beginners to complex, especially those of you in the secondary school that you need to undergo some practical exams, know how to create a report, know how to query, and all that. This video is very useful for you. Okay. All right. So without wasting time, because I wouldn't want to waste time, permit me to share. Let me share my screen with you. I haven't launched anything yet. Let me share my screen with you. Okay. Okay. So please let me use this opportunity to plead with you. If you like these videos I'm creating, encourage me simply by liking it, sharing it, and commenting. Do you understand? If you like this video, encourage me by liking it, sharing it, and commenting. I would appreciate that. Okay. All right. So I was trying to say, if you like this video, just for you to encourage us to do more, for you to encourage me to do more, please like, share, and recommend. The essence why I need to subscribe to is so that if there are new videos, you'll be carried along. Okay, I want to guarantee you that if you have any other thing you want me to work on, you want to learn, and you want me to talk on it, I will. So that you have to say on the comment section. Okay. All right. So now I believe everyone can see my screen. I have just successfully launched the Microsoft Access page. Okay, I'm going to be dwelling majorly on this part because most people, once they launch Microsoft Access, okay, something they do once they launch Microsoft Access, you just find out that, you find out that they just quickly click on create. You see them creating, they don't take note of certain things they can find here. For example, you have the blank database, you have the blank web database, you have the recent templates, simple template, my templates, you have asset contact, you have issue and task, non-profit project. These things have their respective functions. Then most importantly, this section where you have file name, that's where I'm very surprised most people skip. But this is most important place you need to know, especially when you are not creating a database using SQL. The first part you'll be asked is, what name of database are you creating? So for example, if I want to create a database for, I want to create a database for, let's say, a particular church, let's say RCCG Dominion Parish, okay? RCCG Dominion Parish. That would mean that this church has contracted me to create a database for them. So I'll enter the name there and click on create. I will not just go straight to clicking on create. I'll enter the name there and click on create. Is that okay? Then it gives me this section. Okay. The next thing I'm supposed to do is to create a table. Okay. If you want to create a table, the mistake most people make is they see this new, they see this blank space and they start typing on it. It's an error. Now, before I tell you what to do, what is this box called? Quickly, without wasting time, it's called a field. a field, okay? And each of the field have columns. So I can specifically say so far we have 2 columns or 2 attributes and 2 records. But if I want to call it columns and rows using that terminology, I'll say 2 columns, 2 rows. Is that okay? So let's go straight to creating a table. Now, if you want to create a table, you can see already you have table 1. That does not mean that that table is created. It's a default table. So depending on what you want to achieve, let's go and create a table. Is that okay? Let's go and create a table. All right. So to create a table, go to this view section. Click on the view. Click on the view. Are we there? So you click on the view. And I hope our recording is on. Okay. Okay, yeah. Click on the view. Once you click on the view, the next thing you do is let me bring this up here very well so that it's be entering very well. Okay, now I've clicked on the view. Once I click on the view, to create a table, you go to design view. Now, this design view gives you an option to give your table a name. Remember that the name of the database is RCCG Dominion Parish. Those guys contracted me to create a database for them. Now, I want to create a table. Let that table be members biodata. Okay, RCCG mem biodata. So I'll say RCCG members bio. Okay, and I save it. Once I save it, automatically, this guy where you have table 1 takes that name instantly. See it, RCCG members biodata. Now, if you look at this section, you have 3 columns or 3 attributes. You have field name, you have data type, and you have description. For the purpose of this class, we're just going to major on field name and data type. Now, field name gives you an opportunity to enter the fields that you eventually be working on. And when you are done, they will look like this section you're seeing: field name, data type, description. So whatever you put on this field name will eventually look like this. Okay, so already by default, I have ID and I have auto increment. That means that this ID should be increasing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without my intervention. I necessarily don't need to do anything about it. So when I come to the next column, it will give me 2. When I'm done with row 2 or record 2, if I come to the third column row, it gives me 3. That's what auto increment as a data type means. So what is the meaning of data type? Simple. A data type is a format with which a feed on a database should be structured. So how do I want the feed to be? Should it be text? Should it be number? Should it be Boolean? Should it be auto increment like you have in this ID? That's what it is. Okay, so let's go on. The first thing, of course, after ID, I like it to be full name. Full name. Okay, that's full name. All right, so I'm putting the full name here now, and I want to give it data type text. Now, after full name, the next one, I want to make it, let me say address. Okay, let me make it address. All right, after address, I want to make the data type text. After address, let me give it phone number. Phone number, since it's a bio of an organization, these informations are necessary. Okay, if I should ask you what data type should I use here, of course you're seeing phone number. An average person will tell me number. Okay, but I would not use number because number has range and phone number has like 10 or 11 values. Okay, like 10 or 11 values. That's to tell you that if you want to represent it in figure, is way more than a number. Do you get that? Okay, so instead of using numbers, I would use text. Is that okay? I would use text because text will allow me go 08078166495. But numbers would prevent me. Okay. Now, then the next thing I'm going to do there is after phone number, text, permit me to use sex. Okay, sex, because eventually we're going to be working on it. Sex. Okay, so sex is going to be male or female. Let's leave it at text too. And then eventually let's use okay, let's leave it at that. Now if we're done with that, to view what we've done, all we need to do is come back to view, and then from view just go to data sheet. If you want to view the table you've created, the best way to do it is go to view, come to data sheet, and then view. Once you click on view, yes, you must save it first, then you have your table. Is that okay? All right, please forgive me. Let me stop here. Continue later. Oh, my screen. Madam Viv. Yes. ID is auto increment. And not just that the ID is auto increment, this ID is the primary key by default. So what that means is that this ID would be what will uniquely identify full name, address, phone number, sex for a particular user. Okay, so because it's auto increment, there's no need to add 1, 2, 3. If I want to start filling this table, I'll start from full name. So let's go. Let's say first name, okay, ONK, Concourse, Samuel. Address, Suleja. Phone number 00781111345. Sex, male. And I come to the next one. Once I'm filling it, it's going to automatically say 2 because it's also increment. Okay. Now look at, let's say John Abu. Get that? 2. Suleja 09088775553. Okay, let's say male. Just on. Okay, so Dada is female. Yeah. So let's go to Jide Okofude, male. Address, let's say Lagos. Sorry, male. This female is wrongly imputed. It's supposed to be Maraba. That's the address. And this guy is supposed to be Lagos. Just follow me. We're going somewhere, something we want to achieve. Let me give you a reasonable number of data because of what we want to do. Let's say is your go to my okay. So phone number, let's say 08099887712. Let's say female. Okay, sorry, I used Lagos here. It's supposed to be phone number 080776632, like that. Okay, nobody except the phone numbers are not correct. Okay, then let me see Victor Chibuzo. Okay, all right, let me see Victor Chibuzo. So he's based in Asokoro. Okay, his number is 080782234561. Okay, oh God. So let's say he's based in Asokoro. 00. Okay, the mail. Okay. Now let me add an extra. The reason why I want to add extra address so that we can play around it. So let me see Musa Buhari based in Asokoro too. His number is, sorry, I mean it's increase Asokoro so that we will not start having issue of case sensitivity. 00723145277. So there's also email. Let me see Ada Emaiku based in Maitama 005544212 is a female. So this is okay. All right. So now we have successfully created 8 records. Okay. You want to know a record from left to right is your record. Okay. So Samuel Okonkwo has a unique identifier 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 2 for John, 3 for Data Margaret, 4 for Jude Okufode, 5 for Isioma, 6 for Victor, and thereabouts. Now, one thing you need to know is that what makes a database different is that regardless of the intention, every unique identifier can only represent a record. So even if you delete Samuel Okonkwo from the first because you don't like him to be first, John Abu will never be 1. If you delete John Abu and you leave Samuel Okonkwo because you don't like John Abu to be 2, Dada Margaret will never be 2. She will still be 3 because this is not positioning number. This is identification number. So each of these ID uniquely identified is column. So if I don't want to say Okonkwo that lives in Suleja, I can just say ID1 that lives in Suleja. It will still be talking about Okonkwo. So when you are querying, it's important you know all these things. Okay, then I said by default, this table has a primary key of the ID. If you want to remove the default primary key from the ID, what do? Look at this part. You see something that looks like a key there. Mine is not very clear, but you can see something. So just go there, right click it. And okay, sorry, just right click. Okay, so sorry, I'm clicking everything. I'll just let me see. Right click it. Okay. Now, okay, so everything is deleted, is selected. So key, the key itself is not even actually showing there. So it means this guy is not really the primary key. Perhaps maybe I removed it at the beginning. Okay, it's not showing, but on that way you can view that. Let's go to design view. Let's go to design view. Now you can see the key there. Okay, if I want to remove that primary key, I right click this guy right here and then click on this primary key and it's out. Do you get that? I've removed it as a primary key. I can go back there and view it with data sheet and you will not see it there again. So I'm trying to teach you something. Yes, let's save the table first. I'm trying to teach you something in case you are asked or in case you want to remove a particular one, especially the ID, which is usually by default the primary key. First, go and view it in design view, and it gives you the opportunity to either remove it. Just where you see that key, it's not there again. That's why I can make any of these ones primary key if I like. Okay, well, a primary key usually has numerals attached to it, but I want it to be primary key so that I can uniquely identify. Go back, right click it, and put it there, and it's back. So if I want to view it, come back to data sheet and I view it. It's back, primary key. That's the first thing I want to teach you, how to remove and add primary key. Now, the next thing I want to teach you is how to make a report. Okay, how to make a report. How do I make a report? Simple. Just go to create. Okay, go to create, and then from create, you see report. Just click on reports. Okay, just click on report, and you have your report here. This is just your report, nothing more, nothing less. This is your report. Now, for those of you that might want to print it, you discover that this line shown here is telling you that this report is beyond scale. Even if you use landscape to print it, some information will cut out of it. So how do you reduce it so that it comes into size? Okay, simple. Click on this guy you're seeing here and it will select everything. Okay, see, I've selected everything by clicking on this arrow I'm seeing here. Then I come to width, because width is from left to right. I want to make it 0.9. Okay, I just type 0.9 here where you have this, and then move out of the section and you see it reduced there. Okay, so if you want it more than that, you can, or less than that, you can just give it a figure that you want, depending on what you want. Okay, let me say 1.0 so I can spread a little and it will be cool. Now, this is it. 1. Okay, you can say 1.5 so that it can spread more. 1.4. Okay, get out from there and you have it. So this line is telling me that everything is fitting into it. Okay, another thing you can do here is you want to add a footer. Okay, you add a footer where you can see the page 1 of 1. It's telling you that this is the bottom part. You don't need to go to the down, add a footer. Usually they'll say, for those of you that need this video for exams and all that, they'll tell you to put a footer of your index number. Okay, so let me assume my index number is DMSS. Okay, I'm gonna click. Okay, right. So let me see copy DMSS slash MC S, let me see, PF slash 336. Okay, that's it. Okay, it appears like that. When I print it out, it's going to be at the bottom of my work. I've added a footer, and that's my index number right there. Okay, then another thing they are likely to tell you to do, or that you could learn, is let's go back to create. Okay, remember I'm doing all these things on design view. So let's go back to create. The next thing we want to create is a query. We want to play around the query. Let's see if we can select some particular information. So look at this. We have Samuel Okonkwo from Suleja, John Abu from Suleja, Dada Margaret from Maraba, Jude from Lagos, Isioma from Maitama. So we have, let's start with the gender. I love playing around the gender. Let's select only, let's query only those that are female and get their information out. So let's go to create and let's go to query design. Okay, query design gives me this section. Okay, gives me this section. Okay, all I need to do once I see this dialog box is telling you that in case you have multiple tables, it wants you to just specify which of the table do you want to use. I have just one, I'm seeing this one, let me add this guy and it's fine. And I close it. Okay, now in each of these columns, you will specify which of the column in that table you want here. If you notice, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means we have 5 columns. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now you specify which one you want. Okay. ID, I want ID to be there in the first column. Let ID appear there. So you see ID there. I don't want to query it using the ID. Okay. I want full name to be there too. Okay. I come to the next one. I want full name to be there. Okay. So where you want each one to be there, go and click it. Okay, I want address to be there too. Okay, and the third one. Okay, I don't want phone number, I want sex. Fourth one. Okay, the fourth one, I want sex. Okay, I don't want phone number. I notice I've just picked 4 data. Now, what I want to do is I want you to sort the information from bottom, from in descending order, from bottom to top. So I select under sort here. And I want you to sort from the sex. Okay, you should not sort from name, you should sort from sex. Okay, then also I want to specify a criteria. I want it to be only female. So I come to this criteria, show only female. And then when I click on criteria, I just put what I want there, female. Specify that what I want it to show me is information for only female. That's why I'm putting female on the criteria. Okay, where you see this or female or it has an address or something. Okay, if you see either of these things show me, no, we'll get there. So let's run. See, can you see? Out of all the information on this table, we have queried that only female should appear. Let's confirm if it's only 3 female we actually have. So 1 female, this person's name is Margaret. 2 female, this person's name is Isioma. Then 3 female, this person is Adai Michael. Just 3. And truly, we queried it to bring out just 3 female, and we have the 3 female here. So we can tell you that I put an information to have just female. Now I'm using Query Wizard. In our next class, I'm going to teach you how to use SQL strictly. So please, you have to leave on the comment section if you are interested in it, because that's the only way I will know that I'm actually meeting your needs. Okay, so leave it. If you like the video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If there are new videos, whether you're the one that requested or not, you definitely get it. So let's add another query to produce only male. Okay, so of course, add this table using Query Wizard and then close it. Then I want the ID, of course, I want the ID there. Come here. I want the full name. Come here. This time I want the address. Come here. This time I also want the phone number. Then I want the sex. Okay. So now I don't want to bother about sorting this time. Let me just go straight to the criteria. I want male. Okay, M-A-L-E. So let me run it, see if it give us just male. Good. So we have just male. Simple. On that way, you have criteria. Just put what you want there, and it's going to sort them out and fix them for you. Okay. So what if we want, because I've been working on sex, what if we want people only from Asokoro that are male? You get that? People from Asokoro that are male. So let's go query it and see if we can get that done. Query Wizard. I want this table. So yes, add this table. Sorry. So let's add this guy. The first one is add this guy. Full name, I want the full name. Yes, I want the address, and I want the sex. Okay. So now on the sex, I want male, or rather, let me say female from, okay, L-E, okay, female. I want you to bring out anything that has female on it, or anything that has, sorry, cancel something, so female or anything that has a Asokoro. So whatever you see female or a Asokoro, no, let's not put the all there. Let's bring under address, let's put a Asokoro. Okay, so let's run it. Okay, it's not really giving us what we want. Let's query it again. Let's query it again. Query. I want this guy. Close. Yes. Yes. Okay. So on the criteria, let's say female. So cool. Which one you can see? 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 It's giving us female, everything female. But we don't have female from Asukoro. So the females are either from Maraba, Maitama, or Maitama. So we don't have any female from Asukoro. So we can't get. Right? So let's query this guy again. Let's query this guy again. Let's query this guy, or rather, let's just not waste time. Let's go create another query. We want information that has okay, until it meets two information before it runs. If you have this or this, that's what we want to do. You have this or this, so let it work. So this guy coming, this guy coming, this guy coming, 6 coming. Okay. So other criteria we have criteria let it have male. It should have Sokoro that is a male. Let's run it. You see? So only male from Asukoro will appear. You see that in the query, under address, I put Asukoro, specifying that it should be only people from Asukoro. Then under sex, I put male. That means bring out only the males that stay in Asukoro. So let's bring out only the female that stay in Maitama so that you get that idea very clear. So let's go to create wizard again. Add this table and close. Okay, I need this guy. I need full name. I need address. I need sex. Okay. Now I want to add under sex. We have male or female. So let me say female. Okay, that's come from Maitama. So let's run it and see. See, only females that come from Maitama. These are different queries. Now, if you notice each of these query, I have not been saving it. Okay, so just go here, save, and you have yes, saved, 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 saved. So you're saving everything, so that in case you want to print it, very easy. You're just going straight to save it. In case this video is fast, this is the reason why it's a video is because you can rewind and you can watch it as many times as you want to watch it so that you can catch it. You understand? You can catch it. Okay, so please, the video is for you. It's for you. Okay, so save. Okay, so you have back to home, all your information saved, query 1, query 2, query 3. So all the things we've done, closing the reports, everything is saved. What if you want to open your report? Let's see something I want to show you. See your report on point. Now you want to open your table, just go double click it. You have your table on point. Okay. So far I've just taught you 3 things. 1, how to create a table, how to create a table, how to create a database, how to populate the table. And then I also taught you how to create a report. I taught you how to minimize the report so that it can be printable. And then I taught you how to create a query. Now, listen, sometimes before you print, most times there's every tendency for you to be careless, to just send it to the printer, and then you discover that your work is cutting out. Always print preview your work to see that, when I'm printing out this thing will not cut. See? And preview it. In case it's larger and it might cut, one first option you must do is landscape it. Put it in landscape. But if it's for example purpose, you must wait till that instruction is given before you landscape it. So for example, basically these are the things they will ask you to do, nothing more. Okay, those are the things they're likely to ask you to do. Then another thing they're likely to ask you to do is they might say add a column in between what is already existing. For example, now you have ID, full name, address, phone number, sex. Okay, they can say add DOB between address and phone number. All you need to do, just come right click it and then just insert field. Okay, you can even rename this field. Okay, you can rename it, see rename field. So you call it DOB. You have it there. Okay, so you just fill it with the information you need to fill. Let's say 11 5 2004. See, say 5 2001. You can say 10 to 2001. So you can say 9 2005. Sorry, 2 slash. Sorry, I don't know why. Okay. See, it's trying to make us use the table, but I don't want to. So there's a 3, 10, 19, 9, say 10, 10, 2004. Say 10, 4, 2004. I'm deliberately making some repeat itself so that I can visit 2, 10, 2001. Okay, so what I've just successfully done now is I just created a table. And in case I'm asked to add a column in between and fill it up, that's just exactly what I did. Okay, so we're going to stop in here for now. The next video concerning database will be using SQL. Please, if you like this video, don't forget, share, like. Okay, thank you for subscribing. You're the best. You're always the best. Thank you, and thank you.